Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's still morning as I get my new habit, drinking coffee to get me going. So today's video is about getting ready with me and me telling you about my personal microblading experience. Now, you probably can't tell, but we'll see. Microblading in itself was scary. Just the thought, it says blade. So while I tell you about my experience, when I got it, how long it took and everything, what it felt like, and the outcome, as you can see, is like I never really needed it. But before, I didn't have really too many eyebrows. I had maybe some eyebrows here and here, but I never really had an ending or whatnot. So I don't like all the dramaticness. I don't like the square. I'm just very, very simple to the point. And I don't fill in my eyebrows. I don't nothing. I used to use the blade that you guys use so much to arch your eyebrows. I don't use that anymore because I used to cut myself right in here on both eyebrows, right in there, so it looked like I had a line that I couldn't get rid of. So I decided to pluck. Now, while I pluck my eyebrows, I'll tell you about my experience. So I got microblading in September 2020. And it scared me to death. Now, when I say it scared me to death, it scared me to death. Now, I used to get my eyelashes done too. I stopped that because that started to burn. This is a true review, and I'm not sponsored. I'm not getting any perks or whatever for the fact, but this is an honest review about microblading and eyelash extensions that I got the individuals. I loved my individuals, but they started to burn after a while. I don't know whether she was doing it too close to my eyelid or whatever, but at the beginning, the first couple of months, I was cool. I was in there. I was going every 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks, like clockwork. Like clockwork. Like, let's get these eyes done. Some of them fell off. I had an emergency one day. My son, I got a 3-year-old, he's 3 now. I was getting him dressed, and he went, I went, oh, shit. Are you serious? My whole eyelash, all my eyelashes was gone. He's just like innocently just snatched them off when we was getting him dressed. Okay, fine. That was that. She got me an appointment the next day, and I wasn't looking crazy for too long because I was at home, went from home to her to get my eyes done. She did that. I came as early as she needed me to because that was an emergency, and I paid her whatever she wanted. It wasn't more than my refills or even as much as the beginning price, my starter price. So let's get ready. When I plug, I got my eyelashes. I'm in my mirror. So just in case you guys don't know. And I'm a beginner, so I don't have all the equipment that I need to be looking in the mirror and by you see me. So over here is my mirror. So I'll pluck and talk. Okay? Okay. So basically I got my microblading done in September 2020. The lady who did, you make sure when you tell them what you want, because this is like a tattoo. I didn't get both sessions. I only paid for one. Well, wait, let's back up because I got my microblading deal. I shop around, like I said. I shop around Amazon, Groupon, and places like that. So I basically found a deal on Groupon. So on Groupon, I found the deal at the same lady who did my eyelashes. And it wasn't much. And then at that time, Groupon had gave me a deal. Like I had a deal for shopping with them so much. so many % off anyway. So I kind of went with the cheaper one, and I didn't get the 2 sessions. You know, you get an initial session, and then in 3 weeks to a month, you go get your second session. Well, I only got the 1 session, but it seems to be holding up pretty well. Now, I was scared to get it because of the word microblade, but I did hear about it a lot in videos or whatever have you. So I talked to the lady. She was telling me stuff like, take ibuprofen before you come, and so she scared me even more. But I still made the appointment because I wanted to see what it was like. And before this, I didn't have eyebrows. Like I said, I had maybe this part up to here, and then she kind of added this part. But you can't really tell. It looks like me. And I don't shade it in. Only thing I do is pluck when needed, because one, the little mini razor that I was using cut me and left a mark for a couple weeks that I couldn't get rid of. I don't wear makeup, so I wasn't going to put any makeup on it to hide it. So that's that. So all I do now is just pluck. And then the mini razor kind of had my hairs come back too soon, you know? So this is what I do, and it takes at least 3 weeks for the hairs to come back. My hairs don't grow that fast. But let me tell you, my microblading experience was okay. It's really not bad if you like pain. But she takes and outlines your eyebrows. She lines your eyebrows, like makes this drawing on your eyes, on your face. And she asks you, is that good? She makes sure the symmetry is about right. And she kind of asks your opinion. Now, this is your face, honey. And let's be real. You don't let nobody do just anything to your face. Me personally, I don't care about the hair. The hair is cool because I personally think I look good in anything. But to be marked on my face, and this has been on here for September, October, November, December, January, February. Wait, September, October, November, December. About 4 months this has been on my eyes. So it's lasted a pretty good time. So what she did was she lined up my eyes, asked me did I like it. I had to tell her that I didn't really want it defined so much right here as a square. I just wanted it to look like mine. I didn't want you to tell that I had anything done to my face or that it was a drastic change. So what I did was I basically told her, no, don't make that square. Just make it look like mine, just coming up out of mine. And she did a pretty good job. You can't even tell that I got those things going on, period. So she took a blade after she made that drawing on my face, basically mapped out my eyebrows. She took a small blade, and started to cut really small cuts, like really, like not deep, but deep enough to make a mark, you know. Then she added some ink. So that ink and everything else just stayed in there. She rubbed it in real good, cleaned it up, rubbed some more, cleaned it up, rubbed some more, cleaned it up as she cut my eyebrows into the shape that she has them in. So that stayed for for me, for some reason, even with the coconut oil that she told me to put on there after the first day, leave it alone for the first day. She gave me care instructions. So that little incident was, I have a 3-year-old, as I've stated, and he couldn't get his way upstairs. and they're all woke, and I didn't get up early enough to do this while the whole house was asleep. I learned a lesson. That's fine, we'll take it, and we're back to it. So, like I was saying, she gave me care instructions, but I want to go back to the pain. I was sitting there, my eyes teared up tremendously. It's like something about the whole face that when you do this, like so hard with a blade and you cutting and cutting and cutting, put a little ink, cut and cut and cut, put some ink, cut and cut and cut, put some ink. And it's like she put a bunch of ink on there or whatever, and that's fine. I was sitting there like trying not to move. Like she didn't take me shut, I don't think. No, she didn't take me shut. What she did was she just let me sit relaxed on a table. But that cut, woo, it took an hour maybe, 45 minutes to an hour, possibly an hour and a half. This was some months ago, so I don't remember, about 3 to 4 maybe months ago. So, but honestly, I will do it again. Why? Because I like the way I look now. I'll insert a picture of what I looked like before in the intro or somewhere. But let's get back to it. So I'll pluck. And basically, my microblading experience was okay. Now, I took the ibuprofen, but it still hurt, whatever. I took the ibuprofen, still had pain because of the cut, period. She's cutting my eyes. So that was fine. Went through, she gave me the care instructions, like I said. Went through the 4 weeks of not bothering it, but putting a little coconut oil on it. Mine took 4 weeks. It didn't just take 3 weeks or whatever to peel, because it has to peel off, and it's actually darker because the ink got to come off on its own. Now, I didn't rush it or anything, but when they got done, baby, listen, I was like so happy. So happy that the pain that I went through looked like something. Hey, so I'm basically plucking my eyebrows. This takes a little time, so I pluck until I get it plucked how I want, so it's cleaned up the best that I want. Cause there's such small eyelid, hairs that nobody can really tell unless they in your face. But I'll let people get that close to me, especially with Corona. Then I take an alcohol pad and just wipe my eyes clean. Ooh, you can tell the burn. And that don't even bother the ink, and I'm good. Voila. I don't use fillers. I don't use tint. I don't use eyebrow pencil. I used that when I didn't have eyebrows. So now that I actually have an arched eyebrow, I don't fill it in because it's just its natural state. Now, we're going to get ready as far as getting my hair done finished. You would think this was a hairband wig, but it's not. It's crochet. We'll have one of those tutorials coming up soon when it's about time for this to come out. I don't, because it's protected. And I know how to kind of snatch it back. I don't wear, I don't tie it up. I just don't. I basically, because I work so much, or I'm at the gym, or I'm about to start going to the gym. I do so much that I just get it together a little bit and keep it moving. And this ain't even the full hair, but you can't really tell that I got black. You can tell I got black hair if you staring that close, but you can't really tell that it's crochet. It ain't mine. It ain't nothing just by looking. Granted, this is how people wear their hair, nappy looking on the ends and all that good jazz and everything. But I hide some of the spots because I didn't really do the whole head. Because I don't like a too full head. But seeing as how it's big and curly, I can flex it any kind of way, right? So for my scalp though, I do go in on the braids. Ooh, you can tell I don't wrap my hair up. Ooh. But I change my hairstyle so frequently, especially doing YouTube videos, that I don't really, I put some water in there, a little coconut oil in there to do my hair, like moisturize just my scalp. As you can see, my braids. I'll show you guys my braid pattern and everything once I have another tutorial. But I'm just braid, you know, just oiling my scalp and braiding. I mean, oiling my scalp and putting some water on it. So I did that throughout my head, and now it's time to, I'm not gonna get a total snatch back, but a decent curl out of these with just some water and a little bit of mousse. That's it. I don't want to look too crazy. I'm gonna change my hairstyle anyway because it's been about a week. I think I take like a week with certain hairstyles like this, unless I'm doing something else, or I usually keep these in for a week. But I usually just put some water on it, get a decent curl. Decent curl. That water got a little coconut oil in it. A little coconut oil in it. And you care for it just about almost like you would care for your own hair. And put some mousse in it. Now, I'm probably not showing you my products because it's not sponsored, so I'm just using mousse. You can use any kind of mousse, period, and just pull it out, and then you take and clip whatever ends you don't want off. All of the rough ends that didn't pop back, you cut it off, and voila. I like a little static. It looks more like mine. Like, I'm not a 4C girl. Now, mind you, I love my 4C hair. It is strenuous. It has a lot to do with it. It's detailed, wash day, everything. But I still like to change it up. Maybe you guys will see this hairstyle again. You will. And this is not a headband wig, a wash day with my own hair. So I'll be transparent with you guys on here and everything. I'm ready to go. And that's getting ready with me. I don't wear makeup, so I just put a little of this on, which I got from your local beauty supply. Make your lips pop a little, because my lip gloss ain't popping like that for nobody but me. Okay, that's really it. I got ready to go. And I need you to like, comment, however you want, and subscribe. Hit the bell and those little notification things so that you'll know anytime that I post a video. So, about to go. This is before microblading. This here is while getting it mapped out for microblading. This is after with the ink and everything. This is me now. I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when I hit another video through. Okay, ciao.